Okay, so it's been a while since I've recorded a video, but just figured I would go over this article that I posted here on my website. So if you go to calebbarney.russellrealty.com, you can always check it out here. If you're in my mailing list or anything like that, you'll also get that as a part of your feed. But basically, the article title is Why This City is a Hidden Gem. And what it talks about is some of the amazing things or parts of Cleveland, Ohio. And a lot of people, when they hear Cleveland nationally, or if they hear Ohio in general, a lot of people automatically put it down. They think negatively of it. But you wouldn't believe how many people I've worked with in real estate that have visited the state and are looking to move here or have moved here. So I actually just helped somebody out who was in Arizona, then she was in Las Vegas, and she ended up moving to Cleveland in November. I am also working with a couple right now that's moving from Colorado Springs, and they're trying to move to Ohio City, which is right out. It's part of Cleveland, but just a neighborhood in Cleveland. And same thing. I'm working with somebody who currently lives in North Carolina, and he's trying to move to Tremont. So Cleveland is an amazing city that once people get here, they start to realize how awesome it is. You get to experience all four seasons, which is really cool. So I do wish that winter was shorter here, but I always look forward to all four seasons. And actually, one of my buddies, he's moving back from Florida, and he goes, you know what? It's so easy to lose track of time. He goes, there's no four seasons there. He always looked forward to the beginning, especially of every season. So right now, I'm recording this in January, and he's like, you know what? I would love to go back and see some snow. Like, we didn't really feel like Christmas was Christmas here. And, by the end of winter, all of us here in Cleveland are going to be looking forward to the beginning of spring. And that first spring day when people are out wearing shorts. And then you get to summer, then you get to fall. Fall in Ohio is probably my favorite time of the year, seeing all the leaves change colors and just how beautiful it is here. So that's the first thing. I didn't even include that in this article. The things that I wanted to draw the attention to were things like the rich culture here. So we have a vibrant cultural tapestry here, blending historical charm with modern amenities. So we have world-class museums. We have the Cleveland Museum of Art. We have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you want to go check out the West Side Market, that's basically like a museum in itself where you get some grocery shopping done. It's really cool. They have all these different vendors. It's amazing. If you do like the culture side of things, you could go see the Cleveland Orchestra play at Severance Hall. So the Cleveland Orchestra, last I saw, I think they were ranked the number 7 orchestra in the world, but they're always highly ranked. Or you could go to Playhouse Square downtown, which is actually the second largest performing arts center in the United States behind New York. So you could go see plays here. We have the Jack Casino. There's so many different things. And, this is just to name a few. We have different neighborhoods representing other cultures as well. You could go to the cultural gardens. You could go to a lot of different things. It's really cool. As far as why people would want to move here to Cleveland, the biggest thing is the affordability. So in 2023, affordability hit like 40-year lows as far as housing affordability. And housing affordability, the reason why I bring this up is because I'm in real estate, but housing affordability is really based on 3 metrics. It's going to be, what are the current interest rates for mortgages? What are the average house prices, and then what are the average incomes in that area as well. And incomes have been steadily increasing throughout the United States and throughout the Cleveland area as well. But housing prices, home prices, have appreciated at a greater rate then most people are getting raises. And if you look at the interest rates for housing of where they were in 2020 through the first half of 2022, well, they shot up basically from 2022 till now, and they actually peaked at 8% back in October of 2023. So it was less affordable to live not just here, but anywhere in the United States. So if you can work remotely, why would you not at least consider moving to Cleveland? According to rentcafe.com, and this said 2024 numbers, so this is very recent, but they said the cost of living in Cleveland is 6% lower than the national average. Housing is 17% lower than the national average, and utilities are 1% lower than the national average. So you get more bang for your buck, especially if you are working remotely, because it's very affordable to live here. And even though it's affordable, you still get high quality of life too. I mean, there's a ton of different charming neighborhoods, whether you want to go to, Lakewood or anything like that as well, which that's technically right outside of Cleveland. It's a suburb, but like there are so many different charming neighborhoods, Shaker Heights, Cleveland Heights, all of that stuff on the east side too. That would be very, very attractive for people to look at as far as possible places to live. In regards to the job market for what might bring you here, our job market's also thriving. So we have a huge healthcare system here, including the world-renowned Cleveland Clinic. We have people coming to the Cleveland Clinic, especially for like heart surgery and stuff like that, from all over the world. So we'll have people stay here from the Middle East and just bring their entire family and do a short-term rental here for a couple of months or however long it takes. We have athletes coming here for medical treatments. There's a lot going on here for healthcare, banking, technology, manufacturing. We have a lot of different employment options, and it's very investment friendly as well, which is what has really attracted a lot of entrepreneurs to come here. As far as sports are concerned, we do hit the big three as far as professional sports. So we have the Cavs, the Browns, and the Guardians. So NBA, NFL, and MLB. I mean, all three teams are pretty good as well. The Browns, unfortunately, just got bumped out of the playoffs. But hey, that's not something that the Browns can always say, is that they even made the playoffs. So that was good. The Cavs have been on, I think, a 6-game winning streak, but they're probably going to be a 4, 5, 6 seed in the East for the NBA. And then the Guardians, they have their ups and downs as well, but they're usually at least a 500 team. But either way, you have 3 professional sports teams here in Cleveland. You have some semi-pro teams as well. So you have like the Lake Erie Monsters. You have which is hockey. You have different sports nearby, and then it is a short trip as well. If you want to go see a soccer game, you can go down to Columbus. It's a couple-hour drive down to Columbus as well. So, very cool sports scene. We have excellent high school sports as well. So that's always big, whether it's wrestling, football, track and field, stuff like that, soccer. A great sports scene here. The other really cool part about Cleveland is the culinary scene. So we've undergone a renaissance here. We have a ton of different innovative chefs and dining options. So we do have your classic comfort foods. We have amazing culinary experiences if you want to go to the high end as well. But then because we have so many different groups of people who have migrated over into the Cleveland area, you could go to Asia Town, get some shumai, you could get some traditional Italian fare in Little Italy, which is a really cool spot if you've never been to Little Italy. Kind of takes you back to what you would think of as being in Italy. It's really cool. You could get pierogies in Parma, chicken paprikash in Slavic Village, or you could get the Polish boy, which is kind of like our signature dish around town in a few different areas. So there's some really cool food scenes that would be available for you. And then, of course, just the natural beauty and recreation. So you can always go to Lake Erie. We have a ton of different waterfront views and beaches. You know, you can go to Edgewater Beach in the Edgewater neighborhood in Cleveland. You could go to Huntington Beach if you want to go a little further west out to Bay Village. You know, there's the Cleveland Metro Parks, which is a national park, and that spans a massive, massive area, or encompasses a massive area. There's hiking trails there. You could go to the Cleveland Zoo. Again, I mentioned the cultural gardens. So there's a lot of fun stuff that you could do here as far as recreation. So, in conclusion, I just want to say that Cleveland is really a hidden gem that's waiting to be uncovered. And before you knock Cleveland, if you've never been here, definitely give it a try. Stop by, see what you can really enjoy. Again, even if you just wanted to go to the casino or do something like that, there's so many different options here and so many diverse options that it has something for everybody. If you have any questions about the Cleveland area, or if you are thinking of moving into Cleveland or the surrounding suburbs, feel free, reach out to me. This is me right here. Again, I work with Russell Real Estate, and I live in Strongsville, which is a suburb on the west side of Cleveland. So reach out. I'd be happy to help you with any of your real estate needs. Otherwise, have a great day, and stop slamming Cleveland out there.